Look at this, Chairman.
Oh, are these plans?
The Sigma plan. It's a plan to upgrade the Meganite.
Oh, so you want to make the Meganite stronger?
Correct. The Meganite was not originally developed for combat. It has been modified over the past few years to counter the Volgara. However, the modifications so far are inadequate. The Meganite should be far more powerful in combat.
It's going to get stronger?
Correct.
Wonderful, Dr. Wiltz. Are the modifications going smoothly?
Theoretically, it's perfect. But the world doesn't run on theory alone.
You mean...
Money.
Huh?
It makes the world go round. Money. Cash. Moolah.
Who are you?
Saki Kyono, our finance manager.
The battles up to now have wiped out the Foundation's remaining funds. Repairing and maintaining the Meganite, munitions, the base's operating costs. You've spent several billion yen in just the past few weeks. And now you want to modify the Meganite? Is this some horrible joke?
We've already spent an astronomical sum on the Meganite. Why quibble?
You can't spend what you don't have, isn't that right?
Humanity's fate depends on the Meganite, but all you can do is talk about money?
Well, we could go see the old folks in government and kiss their collective feet.
Having to answer to the government after all this time isn't an option.
That I know. The Trillennium Committee needs to be independent, like your father always said.
But fighting the Volgara costs money. We are in a bind here.
For the time being, I've obtained an independent contract from the government. They've agreed to provide 10 billion yen for every Volgara we defeat.
Not bad.
And we also qualify for additional funding. I'll explain later.
A Volgara has appeared.
Ah, I see that you're all together.
Ah, the JSDF Joint Staff Council Chairman. Thanks for seeing us the other day.
A Volgara is headed for Senjo. We've sent the 12th Airborne Unit to intercept it. But, just in case, we'd like the Foundation to participate.
Is that a formal request as per the terms of our contract?
Affirmative.
Understood. We pledge to do our best in the field.
The JSDF's 12th Airborne Unit is preparing to intercept the Volgara in Senjo Harbor. For the time being, they've asked that the Meganite be on standby.
In other words, we're to keep out of the way until JSDF fails in their mission. Well, JSDF has to save face. They can't just ask for our help right away.
So we're going to wait a while.
Fine. You should go outside while there's still some time. That way, you can familiarize yourself with the city's geography.
A Class A evacuation warning has been sounded for all of Senjo. A Volgara robot is approaching the city. The residents are urged to evacuate immediately as guided by the authorities.
Have you gotten acquainted with the city's layout?
Well, yes, I live here.
Good, then I can skip to the bottom line. The government will provide 10 billion yen for every Volgara you dispose of. But there are other ways of earning additional funding. Look at that building. That's Masaki's Heavy Industries head office building. If you can protect that building from harm in battle, MHI will provide special funding to the tune of 1 billion yen. They're calling it the Masaki Award.
Wow, super robot for hire.
That's Masaki Heavy Industries plant. If it's not destroyed, we earn another billion yen. It's the Masaki Plant Award. Next, I want you to go to the red spot shown on the map. This is the Senjo City Hall. The city will pay 1 billion yen if it's still standing after battle. They call it the Senjo Mayor Award.
Huh.
You can move on to the red spot on the map.
The JSDF is struggling against the enemy. They appear to have sustained severe casualties already.
Do they want us to join?
There haven't been any calls for help.
The JSDF is desperate.
But it's the ordinary people who end up paying.
A Class A evacuation warning has been sounded for all of Senjo. A Volgara robot is approaching the city. The residents are urged to evacuate immediately as guided by the authorities.
Protect. There's one last thing. If you can minimize the amount of damage to the city in battle, we'll earn 5 billion yen from the Construction Minister Award.
Huh.
The JSDF has sustained staggering casualties. They're already retreating. The Volgara has resumed its advance. It's closing on Senjo's new city center.
So after all that, the city still turns into the battlefield.
Chairman, I'm counting on you. Don't forget what I told you.
Meganite all clear for launch. You can launch anytime by pressing the select button.
Where's Miss Kiono?
The infirmary.
Oh, what happened?
It's immaterial. Anyway, you should have some spare funds now. We can proceed with the Sigma plan. We'll be able to develop new weapons, so keep that in mind.
We bring you a follow-up report on yesterday's Volgara incident. A night after the Volgara attack, the scope of destruction has become evident. Damage is extensive and widespread. The damage was concentrated in Senjo's new city center. Total damage is estimated to be approximately 5 billion yen.
Chairman, we are prepping Meganite for launch. It will be ready to launch in 180 seconds.
Okay. Before that, I'm going to look in on Nanao.
What?
Nanao got a job at the lookout point. I hope she's already evacuated. Nanao, why are you still here?
I did leave with some soldiers, but I had to come back for something.
What are you doing? You have to leave right away.
But I have to go get it.
You know there isn't the time for that.
I forgot Grandma's good luck charm at the lookout point. It's all I have left.
Why up there? Okay, you'd better come with me.
against the tanks!
Is it just us again? Can't they cut us a little slack?
Quit your whining!
What happened to the infantry? Weren't they supposed to back us up?
They're aiding civilian evacuations. That's priority 1.
Oh, so they expect just us to distract the enemy?
It can't be helped. There isn't enough evacuation staff. We have to stall for time to give the civilians a chance to escape.
But I cannot believe we're splitting up the forces in a critical situation. They should just make an organization that specializes in evacuation. Of course, if they do make one, I'll put in a transfer request like pronto.
You can get to the rooftops of buildings by pressing the square button in front of their entrances.
It's the self-defense force. They're trying to stall for time. No, now! We have to go right now!
We're ready to launch. You can launch by pressing the select button.
The Volgara robot killed Grandma. But this robot... I don't understand.
We bring you a follow-up report on yesterday's Volgara incident. A night after the Volgara attack, the scope of destruction has become evident. Fortunately, the damage has been minimal. The damage was concentrated in Senjo's port area. Total damage is estimated to be below 1 billion yen. For this, Senjo plans to reward the Foundation with a special award. Good afternoon. We bring you breaking news. The Volgara that attacked North America has reportedly set course for Japan. At its current pace, it should reach Kanto's Pacific coast within days. We've obtained some film footage. This Volgara is equipped with an enormous thermal cannon on its arm. The cannon's power is said to be so devastating that one hit can destroy a battleship. The JSDF is assessing what countermeasures could be taken against the new threat.
Advance the tanks!
Captain? Sir? The enemy has a monstrous thermal cannon! Just these tanks here aren't going to get the job done!
We've thrown everything at them and we lost! Those of us left will have to do.
But... thermal cannon...
Our men have died defending this city. We can't turn tail and run.
Weren't we supposed to get reinforcements? What happened to Narashino's airborne units? They boast about their speed. Why won't they come? They have the most anti-Volgara missiles in the Eastern Force.
The airborne units were wiped out along with Koga. But don't worry. The Northern Force's 7th Armored Unit is headed our way.
The 7th Armored Unit? But they're in the Northern Force, and that's in Hokkaido. It takes a long time to transport tanks. Are they gonna make it in time?
They'll be here in a week.
But that's pointless. This is what we get for stationing most of our tanks up in the north.
There is some good news. The Joint Staff Council formally asked for the Foundation's help.
The Foundation? You mean the organization backing that humanoid robot?
It couldn't have been an easy decision for the Joint Staff Council. It's basically admitting that the JSDF has been useless against the enemy. All the new weapons and upgrading in the past few years meant nothing. But those of us on the front line, we could use all the help we can get. Together, we'll stop the Volgara.
We bring you on-the-spot coverage. The thermal cannon-equipped Volgara has made land in Senjo. The JSDF has engaged it, but appears to have little chance against the robot. Will Senjo be burned to the ground by this Volgara? Volgara has fired its thermal cannon, and its power is awesome. We can feel its heat, even here. Does humankind stand a chance against this horrifying foe?
We're ready to launch. You can launch by pressing the select button.
Locking disperses energy, and thus minimizes damage. Tip the left and right analog sticks inwards to block. As soon as the enemy executes a grand charge, be prepared to block.
We bring you a follow-up report on yesterday's Volgara incident. A night after the Volgara attack, the scope of destruction has become evident. Damage appears to be worse than originally estimated. The damage was concentrated in... Total damage is estimated to be at least 10 billion yen.
Okay, let's go. This is Senjo, a sleepy, regional city on the Pacific. My hometown. It's a quiet town. There's nothing unique about it. It has the usual sort of scenery, the same people. It's peaceful and boring.
Where are you going?
This is Nanao. She transferred to our school a little while ago. I think she lives in this house with just her grandma. She's sunny and nice. And she's really cute. I have to go shopping.
Oh, okay. See you tomorrow.
This is Ellen Bullnose, the only daughter to the owner of Bullnose Heavy Industries. She's also my closest friend. I'm the sole heir of Tsukioka Industries, and Ellen is the heir of Bullnose. Maybe because of our similar backgrounds, we hit it off. It must be close to 7 years now since I've seen Ellen. Our family fortune was wiped out by the near bankruptcy of Tsukioka Industries. Ellen and we lost contact. 7 years. I wonder if she's changed. I want to see Ellen again. And this is why the Tsukioka family fell apart. The Civilization Preservation Foundation. It studies how civilizations collapse. The Civilization Preservation Foundation. But that name is just for show. This building is only camouflage, too. The real thing, it's 1,000 meters underground. Its real name is the Trillennium Committee. It's an organization for keeping humankind going until the year 3000.
The end is near.
What was that? I seem to hear a voice whenever I'm here. A voice that calls me. I don't hear it anymore. Is it just in my mind?
The end is near.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Pardon? What were you saying?
The ancient legend was true. You bear the blood of brave... Huh? What are you looking at? I'm just doing my voice training. There's nothing interesting to see here.
What an odd person. I'd better not get involved.
Dedication and effort pave the path to success. One day...
Who is she? Mika Banhara? What an odd name. This is my city. My everyday life is here, peaceful and unchallenging. Senjo, the sleepy city. But it's becoming busier. The new city center development is underway. My hometown. But I feel something. There's no real reason, but I feel it. This serenity won't last forever. The peace will end, and a storm will arrive. Death, chaos, and infernos will engulf Senjo. This unformed dread, this premonition of coming disaster. If I voice my fears, no one would believe me. But I know it. That day will come. That voice! I hear it calling me. But who? Huh? What's going on?
Chairman, what's wrong? Come in!
What? Why?
What is the matter with you? Run! You'll get killed there!
Volgara! Mechanical gods that descended from the heavens. So that's it! That's what happens to Senjo.
Armored units deploy! Show them what the ground self-defense force can do!
The 7th Armored Unit's chomping at the bit!
It's about time they arrived from Hokkaido. Now we're ready for a full showdown.
Chairman, hurry! Press the select button!
Oh my goodness! The enemy has started spinning! It's like an enormous top! No, it's more like a huge cyclone! The Volgara cyclone is about to swallow Senjo!
We bring you a follow-up report on yesterday's Volgara incident. A night after the Volgara attack, the scope of destruction has become evident. Damage appears to be worse than originally estimated. The damage was concentrated in downtown Senjo. Total damage is estimated to exceed 20 billion yen.